Meantime, Germany finds itself in the middle of Europe's migrant crisis. A German official said that country can sustain up to 500,000 or more new asylum seekers every year. This as thousands of people make their way from the war-torn Middle East in what has become the biggest migration wave since World War II. Other countries have also said that they will open their borders. And as Hadley Gamble reports from London, Europe's fragile economies are bracing for the influx.
It's a crisis unlike any Europe has seen since the Second World War. A security, logistics, and economic nightmare, and a watershed moment for European leaders as pictures like these dominate headlines across the continent.
So hundreds of thousands of migrants making a perilous journey. But the big question here in Europe, what kind of reception should they receive? A major shift in public opinion has forced the leaders of France, Germany, and even the UK to say there is more room. But the sheer numbers have already prompted a major backlash. And when it comes to setting quotas, even those in Brussels may not be prepared to meet the challenge.
An earlier plan floated by the European Union's president suggesting refugees be divvied up by country, with wealthier nations bearing the brunt, provoked public outcry, even within Europe's wealthiest nation. Germany has said it plans to absorb as many as 800,000 people this year, but cautioned that it doesn't have the resources to continue at that level. France and the UK have announced that they're prepared to take in thousands of refugees as well, but want to distinguish, they say, between those who truly deserve asylum and those seeking merely material gain.
Given the scale of the crisis and the suffering of the Syrian people, it is right that we should do much more. So, Mr. Speaker, we are proposing that Britain should resettle up to 20,000 Syrian refugees over the rest of this Parliament. In doing so, we'll continue to show the world that this country is a country of extraordinary compassion.
But compassion does have a price tag. Europe's largest economy, Germany, plans to spend $6.6 billion on refugees by the end of 2015. But even as the continent's fragile economies brace themselves for the influx, it's the political fallout that could pose the greatest danger to Europe and its leaders over the long term.
We should not allow our compassion to threaten our civilization. There is a real problem here. What means do we have? What possible means do we have of security checking anybody? So I'm absolutely certain that the EU's got this wrong, and the reason people are drowning is because they're being told, please come. And longer term, the biggest argument that will develop from this is about security.
But for now, with so many of Syria's refugees already enjoying European-style hospitality, there are as yet no plans to deal with the millions more on Europe's doorstep. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hadley Gamble.